You know, Barguk, I heard word we might be marching out.
Is that so, Green?
Yes, heard whispers I have. The man with the big hand, Sand, he's planning to move on the Holy Nation again.
We've known that for a long time.
Yes, but this time he plans to bring his greatest weapon of all.
I see that all your time up here has done nothing for your humility.
Aha, so you recognize my greatness.
I recognize that you've shot more of our own citizens than the Holy Nation has.
It's not my fault if they dive in front of my harpoons.
Of course it isn't. Regardless, I think you're right. I've seen that Azumi drawing up plans.
Plans, you say?
Yes, a tower, not unlike the one we stand.
It would give us an advantage. The higher we are, the further our harpoons fly.
Yes, I think that's the idea.
Well, you just seemed unawares. I didn't want you to be unprepared for what could be a terrifying and tumultuous journey into the unknown.
I've lived more years than you out there in that waste.
Yes, that much is true. Your wits have been dulled by the sands of time. Don't worry, old man. These keen eyes shall keep you safe.
Just make sure that those eyes aren't trained on my back. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Kenshi, and welcome back to Sand City, where you can see that there are a number of things occurring here. We have iron refineries getting upgraded, we have a mine getting constructed outside. Yeah, a level 6 stone mine, which is currently under construction. We do need to have more building materials though, so we're in a position where we're going to have to go and purchase some. Yeah. The rest of our iron plates are being used where they can be, but for now we're going to have to put together something of an expedition. And, well, we're going to need someone that has a relatively big pack to be able to go out and make some purchases. And I think for now we're actually going to take Whelp and Mutuo. We're going to take the two of them and we're going to head up towards just our nearby neighbors up here in the way station, hoping that we're going to be able to pick up some building materials there because we are in need of them. They've both got decent stacking packs, so we're going to hope to be able to make use of that. While they are heading off and away, we're going to check in with our breakers. Yes, our breakers are out here in Skinner's Rome. Many of them in a dust storm at the moment. And we do have our animals with us as well. It's probably going to be worth us grouping up together. And you know what? We might actually just try the strategy of following the slowest of us. And you know what? Austin is looking relatively slow. Sorry to pick on you, Austin, but we're going to grab everyone else here and we're going to tell everyone to follow Austin. And Austin is going to be the one that is now leading the charge. And we'll see. Okay, yeah, we're actually spreading out. This is looking okay. I think we might actually head towards here first to try and see what kind of nest this is. When we get a little bit closer, we might be able to see if there's anything on the ground. But we are heading into the Deadlands, and oh boy, hungry bandits. A whole heap of them. A lot of hungry bandits. So many that I think we might actually want to try and do something about them. Yes, we can't have bandits roaming through this area, an area recently reclaimed by the Sheik. So let's see. Yeah, this is some pretty big numbers. Nothing that we can't handle ourselves, unfortunately. Oh, this is the hungry bandit. I was just like, I thought Austin was in trouble here, but no, I think we're going to be okay. And it's actually looking like Oren might be the slowest at the moment, quite possibly. But we're going to grab everyone here, and we're going to have it getting into a fight. I do want some of our animals to get experience. I guess we want our breakers to get more experience than the animals, though. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through all of our animals here, and we're going to put them on hold and see if that will work out for us in a fight. I also need to move Cat up a little bit here. Actually, you know what, Cat? I think we're going to have you on hold as well. Just because, well, I think you could end up getting very hurt in these fights. Nah, screw it. Why not? We'll put the rest on hold, and we're going to tell everyone to go and attack that one bandit. And then once we get involved, we're going to say attack all. And we'll see if that'll work out for us. Most of our animals are going to stay further back, but if they need to, they will fight. They will defend themselves, which is something that we want. And I feel like that's a pretty good spread. Park is right in there amongst a whole heap of them. We've got some very big blades getting swung around, making quick work of these hungry bandits. Sand doing damage, even though he's carrying the Dust King there. Yeah, not bad. Now, the tower that we were at in the last, apparently there was a chance that we could have found some Meitao blades there. But, well, I wasn't really wanting to start a big fight with the ninjas that were in that tower. They just tried to stop us. And, well, yeah, I wasn't that on board with killing all of them. Well, I feel like we made a pretty quick work of them. Cat, you did get a little bit of damage there. Your attack isn't very good. It might be better if we have Cat on hold for now. Let's get everyone back together once again, and I think it might be Oren or even Erdar that we end up following, so let's try Erdar, because Erdar does seem to be a little bit on the slower side. Erdar, okay. Now, we are quite close to that nest. I think we are going to start heading towards it just to see if we can get a little bit more experience. Once we arrive, we will see what awaits us. All right, well, we've arrived and it is Bone Dogs, so we are getting involved as best we can. Most of our animals staying out of the fight, and the rest of our folks throwing down. Ooh, our pack bull went down there, which is unfortunate. It's going to slow us down a little bit. That's okay. Cat doing some repairing there, some healing. And Wolf Den 95 has been removed. Where are you going? Playing limbs. Of course you're playing limbs. Limb jealousy. Wanus, you can have your own gyms. Don't be so jealous of Bone Dog. I mean, Bone Dog's name is Bone Dog. Yeah. And poor Pack Bull over here isn't doing so well. Unconscious for 50 seconds. We'll just go ahead and wait those 50 seconds. We could look at doing some harvesting of animals here. Yeah. Do I want to go that route? No, I think we're okay. I think we're alright. We'll just wait for our Pack Bull to wake back up. I think you're going to get up before the other Bone Dogs, so that's fine. Let's get everyone back together and just a little bit further away from the nest, just in case they start waking up. In the distance, we can see some more hungry bandits. We're really not going to get a lot of experience from fighting hungry bandits, so for the most part, we are going to ignore them. I'm a little nervous about going into acid rain while being injured, but it's really only our animals that are quite injured. Our people are generally okay. I am a bit nervous about Cat here. I can't just send Cat running back by himself, because we know how that goes. You're going to have to stick with us for now, Cat. Unfortunately, we couldn't purchase anything that's going to help us going through here, but, you know, it's going to be fine. It's going to be totally fine. And I think that the area is wide enough now that we should be able to travel through together. And we're going to be traveling, of course, to this Deadland workshop. Yeah, we're going to be assaulting that, and we are going to be doing a full assault. So that's going to be everyone involved with it. So it's going to be something. I think what we're going to do is we're going to stop just on the edge of here, and we're going to get those construction parts before we do anything else. Yeah. Alright, well, we are here with Mutuo and Whelp. Let's go have a bit of a chat and hope that they've got some materials for us. Cross our fingers, show us what you got. You got 20. Fantastic. We will take all of them. Okay, well, that's Mutuo done. So, Mutuo, let's get you running back, and we're going to get you dropping those off, if you can. Head back towards home. And as for Whelp, we'll see if there's anything in the bar. I don't think they're going to have any materials for us. That's fine. 20 is probably enough for us to get started. I think we're just going to put those straight into the mine because, well, we need stone. So, yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, you know what, Whelp? Head back for now as well. Back towards Sand City. And as for Mutuo, I'm going to get you to work on that there. So hopefully that'll mean that you'll take those resources and drop them off there. Hey, we just got some nice Shek warriors. Yeah, we might have to babysit you a little bit. Okay, looks like we're going to have to get you a little bit closer before we can get you to do that. Onwards then, Mutuo. Let's see, are we close enough now? I think we are. You seem to be wanting to move towards there. We'll see if we can get you started. Well, he was a little slower getting here, but we have managed to get Mutuo over towards us and finally adding some materials. You got quite a few materials, so I'm hoping he'll be able to stay here and just work on this the whole time. All of our other engineers are going to come out. They're going to assist with the construction, so we should see each part of it go up quite quickly. What we don't want to have happen is Mutuo run away to go and operate a machine. We can give him the engineering job, but I think we might just have to babysit this for a little bit. That's 18 out of 20. Do you have any more, my friend? You bought 20, so yep, you most certainly do. We'll let this next little bit get worked on, then we'll pull Mutuo back to drop off the last 2 bits, and then this will be all built, all done. A little bit more, I think it's going to have to get up towards 18. Okay, heading back, my dude. There we go, the final pieces of the puzzle, and it looks like we might have a trader coming to visit us as well. Yup, we can have a chat. Now, what kind of traders are you? Okay, I don't think you're going to have anything for us. More often than not, the Western Hive really hasn't had much to offer us. Still, we'll get Kang, who's closest, to head out here and have a bit of a conversation. What do you have for us then, You have some building materials. You know what? I'm actually tempted to take those. Seeing as Kang does have engineer, I'm sure we're going to be able to make use of those. And just like that, we have ourselves a nice big stone mine here. Now, we do need to have one worker working this, and having a look at our iron district. Now, it's usually one of the breakers that I have working that. I think Oren has been doing a whole heap of stone. So let's have a look and see. It's going to have to be someone that has high laboring. So Lars, we might be able to pull you away. Let's see, You know what? It's going to be Dirt. Dirt, it is your lucky day. You've got yourself a new job with this nice new piece of machinery. We'll see how good this thing is. Hopefully, we're going to get a whole heap of stone quite quickly. And, oh, look at that. We've had another house completed. That's 2 of these Stormhouse pavilions completed. We've got these smaller homes set here as well. The wall isn't complete here yet, and we also have a number of other semi-finished homes, but it looks like this is going to be the one they're focusing on at the moment, which is great. So we'll check back in after a little while, see how the city is coming along. But for now, we're going to be delving out into the desert. Well, unfortunately, as it would turn out, I actually got us too close before to the acid rain, and we have been slowly taking damage this whole time without me knowing it. So yeah, we're going to have to pull back out of there for now, Breakers. We don't want to be broken. No, we do not, which means that we're going to have to try and recover. Thankfully, we do have a number of beds in which we can do that. Our animals are going to be okay. It's just everyone else that's going to be a little bit sore after that. So we want to make sure that we plop down some of our beds here in this nice little safe area and try and do some recovery. So Oren, we're going to get that camp set. All right, Park is in a very bad way with his legs, the poor dude. We're going to go through and try and grab those that are kind of worse off. Really, everyone's kind of okay. Probably Cat's not doing too well. Yeah, no, not so good. So we can go to some of the others that are looking all right and get them topped up, feeling better. Let's see, Oren, we could probably get you in there as well. Saru, Ruku, you're okay. Sand, you're doing all right as well. So we're just going to have to hang out here for a little while, let them recover before we start to make our way back in there. And yeah, they are going to be constantly taking damage because of the acid rain while we're there. So yeah, we'll just have to kind of try and track that while we're in there because poor Park doesn't really have anything on his feet because it's just how he rolls. Meanwhile, back at Sand City, we do have raw stone, which is getting produced here by Dirt. And we're going to have to get you something here, my dude. I mean, he is still working with this. He doesn't really need to be chipping away at it. Is this actually affecting you, though, the darkness? I think it is. Yep. So we're going to have to get you some form of light out here. We'll get you a nice light post, and we'll try and raise it up as much as we can. There we go, nice and high. That should give you a fair amount of light, and we should see that get built before too long. I'm not seeing activity in our hydroponics at the moment, which is maybe mildly concerning. I think Low is heading back in there now. Let's see how things are looking. It's been a little while since we've looked in there, and we can see actually at night we are consuming more power. Yes, than we're making. So we might have to have a look at upgrading our generators here, because they are turned on at the moment. We are actually running them. This machine is switched on. It has fuel at the moment. We haven't really done much research around generators, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be worthwhile. We do need to make sure that we keep a constant power. So I think Azumi is going to have a look at some tech for us. So amplified generators, upgrade to all large generators. And I'm pretty sure those are small. An improved fuel generator, larger and more powerful, generator 2. I think we're going to go for generator theory here, actually. Amplified generators would be quite nice as well. But yeah, let's have a look at that, and then let's see. I think we are just using, small generators. So we'll let that research complete, and then we'll have a look at maybe building some larger ones possibly. Yeah, because right now we can only make a small generator. So I'm thinking maybe that's going to be an upgrade that we can do possibly. I suppose we'll see once the research is complete. For now though, let's see how we're doing in here. Full of hemp, full of wheat straw. So we're doing very good in that regard in terms of food and everything else like that. That's why we've just got so much hemp and hemp just hanging out here. Yeah, we should have ridiculous amounts of fabric. We could probably have whole buildings that are just dedicated to making fabric. Endless rungs of fabric. Now, how many can we store in here? 50. We don't have the max in here at the moment, but I mean, this is doing its thing. We just don't have someone doing this for us. So we might want to have someone dedicated to hauling fabric. Yeah, as silly as that might sound, it's a potentially useful thing. Shrike, you're not doing anything at the moment. Let's see, you were arrow making before, and I think you probably will be once there are some resources available to you. But I think we're just going to go to that, hauling to fabric chest. And that one there. You are still aimless. Let's just have a look at your pack. Oh, that is a problem. Let's have a look and see where we're storing our bolts. It should be over here. Yes, we have a lot of bolts. Okay, so you've actually been doing a fantastic job for us. Like a very, very good job. And we're actually going to probably keep you doing that. We just need to get some more arrow storage going on. That is wild. Yeah. Okay, that's just armor plating back there. I think we should be able to make some storage for you easily enough. That is very impressive. So we're looking for a bolt box, and yeah, if we could fit that there, that would be great. But unfortunately, it is just going to be a little bit too close. So we might need to try and sneak this in somewhere else. Is that going to piss you off too much, Jerich? It's kind of right in a thoroughfare if it goes here. We don't need everyone to be able to access this. It's just, you know what? I think that'll probably be fine. We'll see. But yeah, that means that Shrike should be able to get back to work there. So, I mean, that's that. But we do still need someone to do some hauling. And I think what I should actually do is get them hauling from here, because I think that's what we need them to do. So, who is doing nothing? Shrike, you're still doing nothing. Yeah, well, for now. But it's probably going to have to be someone else in the Iron District that we might be able to just sweep away. Mutuo, you're still working on the copper resource. That's fine. Bap, you're doing all the automated stuff. We could probably get you involved with this as well, I suppose. Just a few more jobs for you to do. Yeah. We're going to chuck them on the end because it isn't a priority. The priority for us is almost always going to be iron. But yeah, I think that will be able to move in here and just take the fabric, drop it in the box. So all you got to do, my friend, and you're doing a great job at that. Let's see, there's some hemp over there. And now you're aimless, so I guess that was maybe a good thing for us to do? Yeah, look at that. It's been a little while since we've checked in on our workers here, our crafters. Seto is looking very nice in terms of armor crafting. Makani doing a great job there as well. Chirk at 45, Sablet at 72. Fan-frickin-tastic, Sablet. Jarrett, you are our apprentice weaponsmith, already at 45. That's pretty good. Sarane, I think we've tapped out again, aren't we? On weapon space, on armor space, yes. So we have a lot of armor, as you can see, a whole heap of armor. How is our weapon works going? Okay, well, you've been busy. You're up to, oh no, I was going to say, Jarrett is doing refitted blades. Okay. Katon, number 1 by Jarrett. Okay, you're moving up in the world. So, it should be over here that our armor storage is, right? And we've got a whole heap of it. So, Sablet, why are we not doing anything at the moment? Oh no, it's not Sablet. It is, Sarane. So, Sarane, I think you're trying to put things in there, and I think that's why you're aimless at the moment. Yep, if I move that into your pack, nope, aimless again. So, is there something in there that shouldn't be in there? No, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to do this. I think it's because she wants to drop something off into here, but can't. I'm imagining that's the reason. And that is unfortunate. Why can't you see these ones over here? What if I run you over here? Can you figure it out then? I think that's going to be the test. If she automatically tries to drop it off in one of these places, no, she doesn't. She starts running back to operate machine. Oh, no, you did. She dropped it off. Okay, I was blind. I missed that. Well, hopefully she's going to be able to do that again in the future. It might just be that we might have to just swap everything over to there. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Well, we are seeing more of these places start to pop up and get further constructed. The snail house is on its way. Let's check back in with the breakers and see how this recovery process is going. Well, Park is still recovering. The others are looking good. Hambu, Oren, Oberlin, Stubbs, fantastic. Sand nearly completely recovered. It is really just Park here. You know what, Saru? You can have a little bit of a rest there. Kat, how are you doing, my friend? You're perfectly fine. Yeah, everyone else is ready and rearing to go. Rain, you can have a little bit of a nap just while we're waiting on Park. And as soon as Park is back up to 125, we're going to head out there, head in there. And actually, that's probably one of the places that we're going to be working our way to. No, it's not. No. The very first is the Deadlands workshop and then Black Desert City. At least there are some places in there that we can stay and we can recover. That'll be the plan. We'll see if that'll work. And ooh, I think we might have a little bit of trouble back at home. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, it would seem that Green and Bargok are firing down at something. As to what that something is, oh, we got bone dogs. Yep, 2 bone dogs over here, and I think they might have been going for dirt. If those 2 can hit them from here, that's incredibly impressive. They actually seem to be aiming back towards here. Okay, so what do we have in town? I can't see any enemies. Sometimes I wish we had like the kind of Total War enemy flash thing. Flash green for allies, flash red for enemies, and, you know, that'd be nice. And sometimes, obviously, they don't point in the right directions either. So, could have been that. The fact that those bone dogs were so close made me think that it was probably the bone dogs. I mean, they're just off over there now, so I think there's probably a strong chance that was them. I mean, they're still aiming, but, yeah. Green is very good with turrets. 81. A crossbow is 72. Yeah. You're pretty good, buddy. You're pretty freaking good. That precision's getting better as well. He's not bad. I think he was right to be talking himself up. Well, as soon as Park is ready to go, we're going to be heading out. Otherwise, we're just going to be monitoring things here and making sure that everything is getting constructed. This house here is very nearly done. Looks like we just need the one bit, and then we'll be looking good. Yes, yes indeed. Okay, so while waiting things out here, our research on amplified generators completed. So let's have a look inside here where Ant is, and let's see if we can do anything to these generators. We can't currently, so that's not the tech that's going to help us there unless it did unlock some different kinds of generators. Should probably check these things out before we go ahead and research them, right? We'll have a look at power and see what we have here. Generator 2, so we do have new generators, and wow, yeah, we most certainly do. Iron plates and electrical components. Okay, well, we should be able to fit these things in here, kind of, but we're going to have to get rid of some of those. Or alternatively, we could use one of the other buildings that we have here and use that as a generator house. I'm kind of looking at this thinking, how do we want to do that? We could actually just have more generators up here on the roof. And I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah. We want to have at least one of these big ones up here. Yeah, generator 2 is the best that we have at the moment, so we'll go ahead and say yes. And the research that we have coming up is going to assist in the larger generators, so these ones here. So I think it's good that we're actually doing those, and we're probably going to have to get Ant to work on some of those. Green and Barger seem to be angry at something still. I don't know what. I'm relatively sure that we don't have anyone coming to attack us, at least at this stage. We don't have any upcoming events, so you know what? We're okay for now. We might see some retaliation from like the Black Dragon ninjas eventually. We'll kind of keep our eyes out for them. And well, we are still waiting on Park, so we'll let them do their work here. If that gets done first, we'll check back in on that. Otherwise, we'll be joining the breakers once again. And there we go, our generator is complete. So we're going to have to grab, I believe, Ant, who is doing our, hydroponics primarily, but is also working the biofuel distillery. I am assuming it was Ant that was doing these, but maybe, I believe it was. Ant, you're working the distillery. Who's recharging everything here then? That is a good question, because it's definitely getting topped off. You know what, Ant, we're going to go ahead and put you on this as well. Generator 2. Yes, so we should see that happen. And ideally, that'll get topped up soon, and it should be able to last a decent while. It's a pretty cool looking generator, really. And I hope that it's going to be okay here up on the roof. It'll probably get a little clogged with sand, but you know, these are the things that we just have to learn to live with. Looks like Ant is doing some engineering primarily at the moment. We're actually going to take Ant off engineering just so that we can get her to focus on the things over here. Otherwise, she'll just, get too involved with all the rest. Okay, that should be getting worked on. Let's see. I think you're trying to work through the floor here, possibly. Now, yeah, it's just regular fuel. That works too. And we've got a lot of fuel, so I wonder if I can just take Ant away from that for now. Move you upstairs here and see if I can get you to drop off some fuel. Operating machine, and you're just going to go back downstairs, aren't you? Well, I tell you what, we're going to load you up some fuel, and we're going to do this manually. Just so we can get this thing kickstarted. You've still got the fuel on you, and I think you're going to be able to drop that off just fine. Let's see, there we go, fantastic. Okay, so theoretically that should keep running, and we should see our power increase a fair amount. We're at 1600 at the moment, so yay. Go us. I could always look at getting some more of these small wind generators that's outputting 25 power. This is outputting a lot more, 115. And having a look at these smaller generators, we're currently not putting anything because that one is out. You know what? There is a chance that Ant isn't actually on these jobs here. Quite possibly. That's something that we might have to investigate. Yes, I think so. All right, well, having a look at this now, I'm thinking, and we're going to have to just change this around a little bit, give you some new priorities. Okay, so Anne's priorities have been changed around a fair amount. It seems like she still wants to be focusing on making fuel, even though that is further down the line. The priority I've got set for her at the moment is refueling the generators, which is strange that she's not doing that. Yeah. We're going to go grab a whole heap of fuel from here, and yeah, you just seem to drop it straight back in here, which is interesting. If I run you away, are you going to top that up? You did. You topped up that, and then you've gone over to here. Okay, so it's kind of working, kind of not. I'm thinking we might need to take Ant off of the biofuel still for the time being. Yeah, actually, I can see the problem now. Okay, here we go. Yes, things are getting topped up. Fantastic. Okay, so it was just that was a little bit too high on the priority list. So Ant, we've got that sorted. Park, we're looking pretty good at the moment. I'm thinking it's about time for us to move out. And so, let's get it done. Okay, Oren has our sleeping bags all gathered together once again. Now it's time for us to head into the desert and towards the workshop. Now, the workshop is going to be a bit of a tough job for us. They do have some very strong crossbows there. They might even have harpoons from memory. So we're going to have quite the fight on our hands here. But I'm thinking we should be able to do this. Now, my question is going to be, how bad is this going to be for Park's feet? I think really quite bad by the look of how fast that's kind of degrading. I think, yeah, Park's the one that I'm most concerned about just because he's got nothing on his feet. Everyone else should be okay. And here we go. Look, we're already at the workshop. Once we get closer, we're going to be able to actually jump undercover. Oh, and look at that. We've already encountered an iron spider. One of these creatures that's actually alive. And by one, I mean two. And oh boy, we've already taken a bit of damage here. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and make sure that everyone is hold off of passive, because we're going to need everyone on this, and we're going to go attack all. And now let's see how we can handle ourselves against these creatures. Easily some of the strongest things that we've fought, and they're doing some serious damage to a whole heap of our crew, but we are also doing a lot of damage to them as well. Okay, I think everyone's still up. Story house is down at the moment. Looks like we've taken down one of the machines. Oh, we just had a whole heap of our animals going down there, but Sand finally taking down that other one. Oren, let's go ahead and open this thing up. It looks like we've just got... Okay. Electrical components and plates. It's rebooting. Now, if I take one of these out, it is dead. Okay, all right, so I think we'll do the same thing here. Let's go ahead and grab Sand, have a look at this machine. I'm going to take one of the components out and just drop it on the ground. Just tear its brain out. Looks like we're going to try and do some recovery here. We're going to have to make sure that we actually pick up our animals. And we've only got 3 down at the moment, but that means 3 of us that can't fight as good as we usually would. We're going to go ahead and pick up that one there. Let's see. Bulu needs to be picked up. And Hanbu, let's get you to pick up Wannis. How are you doing, Park? Left arm's a little damaged. That's okay. As soon as this healing is done, we're going to look at moving on. All right, everyone is picked up and ready to go. So let's start moving in the direction of this place. We're not going to be moving as fast anymore, but I think what we need to try to do is just get up around the side here. They do have a generator there, but I don't think that generator is doing anything for them. And let's see. Yup, those are double-barreled harpoons. So we're going to have to try and attack this as cleverly as we can. I am thinking, I'm kind of wondering whether or not they're going to be able to attack us through... Yeah, through this here. I suppose we're going to find out, aren't we? Now, they are hostile towards us as well, so these are broken models. We need to worry, first and foremost, about anyone that's going to be on harpoons. So it looks like we have one on this side here. So let's try and divvy this up as best we can. We're going to get Park and Sand. We're going to go for this guy here. Try and take him out. Ruka and Saru, you are going to go for this guy here on that end. Hanbu and Oren. No one on this side. Do we have one on the other side here? Seemingly no. Everyone else is just going to be an attack all once we move in. Okay. So that'll be the plan. We'll see how that works. We're going to get our animals involved in this as well because this is serious business. We're just going to say attack target here. And once they get close enough, we're just going to say attack all. Park and Sand running around now. This is where things are going to start to get wild. Okay, we're close enough. All right, Chad. Chad got hit by a harpoon then, but managed to take 78 of the damage down. Amazing armor. Fantastic armor. Okay, all right. Park taking an ungodly amount of damage there. 93 to one of his legs. Not so good, my friend. Not so good. All right, we have green damage coming in. Sand has managed to make it up towards the top gunner. Park, we're going to get you fighting these ones that are down here. Trying to stay up if you can. They do have big, long blades. Things are going to get a little bit wild here. We just need to make sure that they don't stand a chance at firing those harpoons at us. Sand, you've stopped them over there. That's good. I think it is just those two gunners. And with that being the case, we're just going to try and, oh boy, take down these models. And we are seeing some very big hits from the enemy up here on this side. It's looking a little bit better over there. We've just got a lot of animals around here, so it's going to be a little crazy. I think we are considered to be undercover here though, so we shouldn't be taking rain damage, and we're not, which is great. Okay, Sand is still fighting on here, carrying that bloke on his back still. Park still up on his feet. Looks like he's trying to get towards Gary, possibly. I think you're trying to get down there, aren't you, Park? Okay, well, let's see. Can I get you involved anywhere else? Not really. Unfortunately, there's no really good angle to attack this guy. We're going to be doing a little bit of teleporting like that, as you can see. Park getting a few good hits in there, though. All right. Sand doing the same. A lot of people on one structure doesn't always work well for combat. And just like that, I think... Yep, we've taken them down. And I think that's all of them down at this stage. We're going into the recovery process, which is exactly what we want. We didn't have any of our breakers go down in that fight. Considering they had harpoon guns, I feel like that's pretty good on our behalf. Hanbu, now you did have a pretty decent pack. Let's see. Okay, maybe not you. Oren, we want to go for another large pack. I think Oren's the only one, actually. We did get rid of a lot of our large packs. Do you have any more space in here, Oren? You have some space. Let's see about their weapons, huh? Let's see what they have. Okay, so we're just looking at a fragment axe. We're going to go ahead and take that for a second just so we can drop it on the ground. We're going to grab the repair kit just so that it can't repair itself. These are broken models after all. They're separate from those that reside in Black Desert City. And I think we'll just have a quick roam around here to see if there's anything that we can actually make use of. I believe we have looked at a lot of these already with Sand. Okay. Power cores are very tempting to take. The CPU units we're definitely going to take. And, I mean, skeleton repair kits, very good for us. Let's go ahead and loot that. Nothing on this workbench. And that's just a store for electricals. Okay, so Oren. Who else is here? Because there was definitely more than one on this side. There's another one of them down there. Let's go check on them Seeing Oren's got a bounty of 20, that's very nice. 20,000 that is. Okay, fragment axe is on the ground. Good, good, good. Let's roam over here towards the other one. Wanting to just make sure that we make it a little bit more difficult for them. They have to pick up their weapons again if they want to try and attack us. I think we've got another one underneath the pack bull here. That we do. Good job, pack bull. Good job. Okay. That repair kit's not that great. I think... Nah. Not worth selling, really. Jumping over this side here. Erdar should have got healing already. I think the other individual is just over here. Yeah. Let's go towards them. Oh, no, up here. I lie. Take their stuff, Oren. Oh. Did they get back up then? No, it's just weird positioning. Alright, let's go see what we have. Oh, Oren isn't actually even selected at the moment. Ah! Right, we have one of these that we actually didn't manage to make it into, and that's probably because it was just too difficult at the time. Sand, let's get this thing unlocked, see what we have inside. Hopefully some engineering research or something like that. Well, an ancient science book ain't nothing to scoff at. The generator cores are great for weighing ourselves down, but there's nothing really that great. We could take some of those things to sell. Oh dear, that's not good. Did you hear that? That was someone on a... Yep, he just got straight back up onto that thing. We do not want that to be something that happens. I think our pack beast just got taken down because of that. Well, these things will happen. Alright, so we checked that one, Sand. What else do we have? That's just armor plate store. I know we had a few others that we have already searched. We'll have a look on this side as well. Let's see. It's got to be these containers here. So see if we have anything worthwhile. Head on over, my friend. Okay. That's definitely a dead one. Okay, that's good. We need to be sure of these things. Okay, I think that's all of the boxes over this side, which just leaves here. And we've also had a pretty good look at here before as well, from memory. Alright, steel bar storage, a metal box. It's electrical components, yep. Nope, that's about it, really. Only other thing I can think of... No, I don't see any research benches, so I don't think they have any here. What we're going to do is just pull down into the center, make sure that we're all together, and anyone that needs to be carried will be. Hey, look at that, the snail house is complete. That's good. Cepheus does seem to be stuck up here, so we're probably going to have to try and recover them. It's just one of those things, animals will struggle sometimes. Alright, let's have a look. Recovery coma, unconscious, recovery coma, blue. Lots of recovery comas. Okay. I find the animal sounds interesting. I don't know what's making them. Cat, can you move? No, not really. We're having some interesting grouping here. Well, I'm going to see if we can get a little bit closer, rescue our animals, and then have a look at moving on to Black Desert City. Yes, let's try. Okay, well, we have all of our animals together. Unfortunately, we're going to be quite slow running through this rain. I'm kind of tempted to just tell everyone to run at their own pace. Yeah. Sand, you're still carrying our friend. Yep, that is true. Black Desert City is our destination, and we'll just have a look and see how bad this is going to be for Park. It's going to be quite bad. I'm a little worried about his leg, which is already injured. We do have some moving spiders out here as well, which I'm a little concerned about. Just hang in there, buddy. Just hang in there. Unfortunately, we can't do much about those wounds just while we're out here. You know what? We're going to put everyone on their own speed and hope for the best. Okay. Oh, let's see. No, we didn't have everyone selected. Okay, so everyone selected, running top speed, try and get there if we can. And it looks like it's going to be everyone but bloody Park. Are you following that move order? You are. Okay. But he's having trouble, so we're going to have to get someone to pick him up, I think. Saru, you're going to be fast enough, I believe. Grab Park and start making your way to Black Desert City. Yeah, that's much faster. Okay. Main thing is just get everyone to the city and get everyone inside. So that's going to be our goal here. Right, grabbing everyone, let's try and find... Okay, that's the bar. We can actually go inside there without pissing people off, so that's going to be the goal. We'll get everyone in. The animals won't be able to come inside, but that's okay, because they're fine with the acid rain. It's just us humans that struggle with it. Everyone else is going to make it in. Ah, there we go. Everyone is inside. Okay, well, we made it, team. We got the breakers to Black Desert City. I feel like that's a pretty good job. Saru, how about you go ahead and put Park down, just on the ground. Okay, and looks like you have teleported upstairs. Ah, we actually do have some regular beds here. Well, I'll be damned. I thought there were only skeleton beds here. That's actually really good for us. Park, I think you've deserved a bit of a rest, my friend. We'll just go through the rest and see if there is anyone else here who really wants one. Hanbu, you could probably do with a rest. Park, you're really laying on that bed the wrong way, my friend. Chad, same thing for you. And probably Cat, yes. Cat also needs a bit of a rest, and that's perfect because that's taking up the whole lot there. Oh, it looks like Hanbu just tried to drop Ruka on the ground, and it's the same thing here as well. That's my bad. How about we go ahead and pick up Wanus? We'll put Wanus back down on the ground for now, and Hanbu, you actually rest in that bed. We've already paid for the rental, so I think it's okay. We're gonna have to pick Udar back up. Pick up the bull, put the bull down, and then go to sleep, Cat. You done good. You done good. Okay, Udar is actually awake, so I think we might be able to get you back outside. As for Wanus is going to be in recovery coma for a little while. Okay, well, seeing as we're here, I think we should try and do some trading. It's one of the main reasons to come out here. So we can actually go back and grab some of those supplies and try to bring them here to sell. I think that's probably going to be worth it. We'll see how expensive things are going to be here first. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Gary, you're pretty good, although you're quite hungry. Oh dear. Are we fully out of all of our food? We must be. Which isn't good to be out of food here because they don't produce food. Yeah, I think we've slowly been running out of food. Wild. Okay, well, look, Sand and Gary, I am going to get you to actually run back towards that workshop there. You should be pretty fast. Let's just see how fast. Yeah, they're going to be quick. Okay, so we'll let them run back there, grab a few of those bits and pieces, and yes, we'll try and do some selling here. Okay, Sand and Gary have had their little heist here. We're going to be heading back and actually heading to the scrap house with the two of them. Well, Gary is nearly there and Sand is close behind him. And here's the thing. We kind of need to be quick here because we're going to have to try and get our whole troop to civilization sooner rather than later because, yeah, food is going to be something that's going to become a problem for us. I guess we just ate through most of it over the last wee while here. So, inside this building, we're going to grab the two of them and we are going to go to the upper level, which I missed the first time I was here. Thankfully, we discovered it the second time. And we'll see what we're able to find amongst their supplies here. Hopefully, some good things still remain. Gary, are you actually going to be able to make it up here? You're currently aimless. I think we might have trouble getting you close enough to actually trade. I don't think you want to come in here because it's a human structure? No, you're okay. You got there in the end. You were just a little lost. Okay, so Sand, let's see. Who do we want to have a talk with? Let's start with this gentleman over here. What do we have? Quinn. Yes, let's see what you have. Okay, good weapons. Really good weapons. Yeah. Well, if we want to spend money, we can do it here. Is there anything else that we could learn? Dark leather shirt, we already know that. Research. Black and chain shirt. We don't know that. Okay. Yes, for stealth purposes, definitely. And the Ashland hat, we're going to go ahead and pick that up as well. Old world bow, research already known. And same thing with the outposts there. Okay. Stormlander goggles and the Eagle's Cross. Okay, good. Right, well, no parts that we actually want from you. We will go to Gary though, and we will have a look at selling some of these things that we've got here. Okay, nice, not bad. Price markup is perfectly fine here. Same thing, generator cores, sell them all off as well, get ourselves a little bit of profit out of that, and we'll see who else we can speak to here. We ideally don't want to miss any of the traders. I'm sure you're not the only one. From memory, there should be more than one here. Maybe there is just the one. I could be wrong. We're not really seeing anyone else off in any of these spaces. The machine men can be hard to see, and we could have one amongst this group here, but doesn't look like that's the case. Dak, hello. Yeah. Well, it might just be you, and that means that we've probably bought all the things we possibly could from here in terms of engineering, research, and everything else. So, Sand, we really have to start to look elsewhere for those things. Might be worth us having a good look at our map to try and decide where we want to go to from here, because while we made some cats and we got some things, didn't get much else. There we go. Learnt. Just like that. Okay, well, let's see. From here, there is a way station, and we could, quite possibly, head into, the United Cities. Many locations that we haven't been to yet, and we've heard of them somewhat. Brink and Black Scratch. We could continue east. Yeah. The market. Yes. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're all going to travel to this way station, hoping to find food there. Yeah. Well, we're going to pull everyone up and out of bed. Actually, you know what? Let's let Park rest. I think that's going to be the name of the game for us. So Sand and Gary, I want you to go and join the others. Obviously, we don't want to be waiting here for too long, because the longer we wait, the worse it's going to be for us. One, I see you're back up on your feet. That's great. Let's see if we can get you outside. We can. Fantastic. And really, it's just kind of holding out for Park to get a little bit of his legs back. Yeah. The poor bloke. I think if we're carrying him, that he won't actually take that same damage. So we could have a look at just picking him up with Ruka. And we could carry him on out of here. I think that's probably the best call for us right now. And the way station, well, it's going to be a heck of a journey for us. Let's go ahead and pull everyone together. We actually want to have everyone running at the same speed, believe it or not. Okay, everyone's together. Sand, fantastic. Is there anything else here for us? There are some structures that we've been in before. I don't think they're going to have anything new. Yeah. And the others we can't really break into. You know what? That is a robotic limb shop. Sure, we'll give that a shot. Well, it's rather crowded when we're all in here, out of the rain. Let's see. What do you have for us? Many, many very good limbs. Do we want to pick up any of these? They are quite expensive, but I guess it would be worth having maybe a specialist arm of each. We're doing okay at the moment. And you know what? We're actually at the point where we can start producing our own limbs. We've got a spare in Sand's bag here, so I think we're going to hold on to those cats for now. Just get everyone together and look at heading off in the direction of that way station. I am hoping that's a move order that we can complete. It looks like we can. And while it does feel like daggers, this rain will cease once we actually make it to the outer edges of this place. And Park does seem to be kind of okay. He is still taking some damage. I don't think as much as he would have. So yeah, somewhat better on Ruka there. Just please don't go swimming in acid. We also have to hope that we aren't going to encounter any other walking creatures just like that one there. Well, we were going to be wrapping things up, but I think we are going to have to try and take this group on first. So, Ruka, first of all, if you could be so kind to drop off Park, and then everybody get involved on that spider. We're going to spin around and try to take this thing down as quickly as possible. It's going to have some really wide attack arcs. Onus is dead. Unfortunately, our animals are going to be incredibly vulnerable to this. Our armor will protect us. Ruka taking a hell of a strike there. Wanus just getting killed. And the pack bull is eating Wanus. I guess these things will happen out here, won't it? Wanus, I am terribly sorry. One of our animals is lost. Okay, well, let's get together. See who's still down. Austin? Okay, well, let's make sure that we pick up our animals and make sure that this thing is actually dead. LaGrange, I think you're being carried with us. I think. We'll make sure that we pick up Austin here. Okay. Youch. That acid is bad. Well, I tell you what, we won't finish until we actually get out of this acid. We're just going to have to push through, and Park, you need to get picked up yet again, my friend. Otherwise, your legs are going to be gone before long. So let's make that happen, and let's get out of here. It's only a few that are being left behind. We will come back for them. We're just trying to push through to get outside here. It's Kat and Erdar that are some of the slowest at the moment. I think we're close to getting out of the rain here. The grey desert. It is new territory for us, and there we go. We have broken it. The storm. Okay, everyone wait up here. We just need Kat and Erda to make it out. Erda's going to be fine. Kat is obviously feeling this here. We're out of the rain. The lightning is still striking, and what is that sound? It's the wind. It's just the wind kicking up this strange ash-like sand that's out here. We're in a intriguing part of the world, Sand. We've discovered yet another rune up in the hills here. Let's see if we can kind of get the direction of that thing. It's right off in this direction here. And, yeah, that's it there. All the way up and, well, what I think is back into the rain. So, yeah, avoiding that for now is going to be an absolute must. And I think someone's probably going to have to go back here. Bulu is not doing well, so we need to get Kat and we need to get moving. We just have to hope that that way station over here to the northeast is actually going to have something for us. Food. Anything. We're in the desert now, folks. We most certainly are. And with Saru running back into the rain to grab Kat so that we can get him out of there, so that we can get on moving, that's where we're going to be wrapping things up for today. But just stopping in at Sand City before we do finish, we can see most of the buildings are now constructed, even the largest of them, the snail house and the very large outpost that we have. There are really only 2 more structures to be built and some fencing, so we're going to be able to start moving folks into these buildings very, very soon and getting them decorated with all kinds of homely goods. It's been an incredibly tough day for our breakers. They've certainly been earning their bread. We need to make sure that we get them that bread. Cat, we're getting you out of here. Yes, that's right, Saru. It's no breaker left behind today. Even our bull will find his way out, and with everyone together, we'll track down some food, and a whole lot of it for our breakers. We've been out here longer than I anticipated, longer than I prepared for, but we will prevail, because we must. Setting out together into the unknown, our breakers continue for now. Thank you all for joining me for another episode of Kenshi. With those dangerous lasers in the distance, we're going to get the hell out of here. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.